Okay, so I'm going to start this. Let others join afterwards. Okay. So this chapter is mainly about the economic activities. I told you. The first division, there are different divisions they have given. It was divided on the basis of different classification, or it is the first division. It was primary, secondary, tertiary, right? That was done on the basis of what? What was the basis of that classification? Anyone? On your videos, everyone. Now, everyone should not have the problem of switching on the video. Naz, Afzana, Fia, Razia, Nirupama, Hadi Amin. Yes, fast. On your videos, Aditya. Yes. Meghna, Afsana, Savio. On your videos, don't make me to call your names now. Fast. Yes. Yeah. Fast, 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 fast. Vishnu Priya, Savio, on your video. Even they say that if you are keeping it switch off, don't give attendance. Okay, so the instruction is like that. So I want everyone to on the videos. Some of you have genuine problem that you can tell me. Everyone and should not have the problem of having Wi-Fi problem. Okay. Okay. So I told that primary, secondary sector, tertiary sector, that classification is done on what basis? What is that classification? On what basis they have done the classification? Fia, do you know? Classification of primary, secondary and tertiary sector, that was done on one basis, one criteria is there for that classification. What is? No, not
GDP.
income.
GDP.
No. What is that? Aditya, do you know?
Per capita.
You are in the last chapter. This is second chapter, sectors of economy, first division. One division I told,
Nature
primary, secondary, tertiary.
Activity.
What is that? Nature of activities. That is the correct one. On the nature of activity, we are dividing the primary, we are dividing the activities into primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay. This I feel that I might have asked you many times. You cannot forget. Okay. Now, first related to primary sector. What do you mean by primary sector? Naz, on your video, fast.
Agriculture based sector.
Yeah, it is related to agriculture, or it is related to mining or nature. The product what you get directly from the nature, that comes under the primary sector. Now, secondary sector related to what?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing, and related sector is also known as Sainaba, can you tell? Secondary sector is also known in another name. What is that? Okay, so I was asking you related to on your videos, everyone. Yeah. Yes, I was asking you related to the industrial sector. I mean, secondary sector was also known as industrial sector. Yeah. Next, third sector, it is what is the name of the third sector? That is tertiary sector. That is also known in another name. Aman, Shakir, can you tell what is the other term? Aman. Aman, on your video. Aman. Yes. What is the other term used for tertiary sector? Or it is also known in another word or another term. What is that? Do you know? Yeah, Adidev has written the answer in chat box. Vishnu Priya, can you tell?
Service sector.
Service sector. Okay, so three sectors I told you. Then it is, we have come to the topic that there is a problem of underemployment. Before that, I told that nowadays the tertiary sector is becoming more and more important. There are some reasons I told you why the tertiary sector is becoming important. What are the reasons why the tertiary sector is becoming important? Some 4 points I told you. Which are they? Arjun, can you tell? Any one point, start with that one point, why the tertiary sector is becoming important. Yes. Few points are there related to it. What is the first point? Arjun, do you know?
No.
No. See, I feel that 2-3 times I might have talked about this topic. Even then you can't say like that you don't know. Okay, because then it will be a great problem afterwards when you are going to write the exam. Nowadays easily how you are writing exam I know. Okay, so please listen to the class and try to understand and take whatever is important. Johan, do you know any point related to importance of tertiary sector? Why the tertiary sector is becoming important? Any one point?
No, ma'am, I was not there that time.
You were not there that time, okay.
I
Rose,
couldn't join it.
Rose, what about you? Do you know?
Increase in the demand for basic
Yes, the
services.
first point, increase in the demand for basic services. Like, what are the examples for basic services, Savio? Then, what are the basic services? Basics. Rifa, can you tell? Savio, don't get busy in some other things, okay? Rifa? No, ma'am. Rifa, can you tell? Rifa, can you tell some examples? Oh, you are not, it's not audible. John, can you tell?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Basic services means what? What all will come in the basic services?
Transportation.
Transportation, other than that basic services? Say loudly. Communication, basic services other than that. Education, health, communication, okay, banking, all these things comes under basic services. Okay, so first point you told that increase in the demand for basic services. Okay, now second reason why the tertiary sector is becoming important. Anyone else? Yes? Anyone else? Prajot, what about you? Second reason why the tertiary sector is becoming important.
It helps in the development of primary and secondary.
In the sense, because of too much development in the primary and secondary sector, the tertiary sector started developing. Okay. Now, third point. Meghna. Third point.
As income level rises,
Yes. Yeah, as income level rises, people start spending more and more. They may eat out or they may go for some entertainment like watching movies and restaurants like that. They may spend money. So these all these services are in the tertiary sector. So because of income level increase, you can see service sector demand for service sector also increasing. And one more point I told you, Vishnu Priya, can you tell the last point?
Information and
Yes, because of development
technology.
in information technology, you can see more and more services developed here. So this is one thing related to the rising importance of tertiary sector. Then I told you related to underemployment or disguised unemployment. What do you mean by disguised unemployment or underemployment? Savio,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you mean by disguised unemployment?
Discuss unemployment means they are unemployed and there is situated and
It is something like that, as if you're hearing first time, don't do like this, okay? Lolita, can you tell what do you mean by disguised unemployment? On your video?
It's kind of unemployment
Uh,
in which there are people who are physically employed but are actually unemployed.
Physically employed, but actually it is a little more different. Aman, can you tell what do you mean by disguised
Hidden
unemployment?
unemployment.
Hidden unemployment, okay. Aman, can you tell what is disguised unemployment?
More people are
Hmm.
there in the employment.
More people are employed than what is required. That is correct. More people are there than what is required. That kind of unemployment we call it as underemployment. This underemployment mainly we can see in which sector? Aditya?
primary.
Primary sector. Okay, it can be seen in service sector also, but majority of this underemployment can be seen in primary sector. Okay. Now, till now we were discussing unemployment and there are how can we reduce the unemployment or how can we give more employment to the people. Few points I told you related to that. These if we do all these things we can give employment. What are those points? Surya, can you tell? Surya. Johan, can you tell? How can we provide employment in the rural areas? Johan. Few points I told you related to that. What is that? How can we provide employment? Johan.
Start businesses,
Start businesses. Rather than that, I told you in the villages, what is the main occupation? What is the main
Farming.
occupation? Farming. Okay, so to help farmers, what we can do? To increase the production, what can we do? How can we increase the employment?
introduce markets.
Introduce market or whatever they are producing, marketing should be done so that they can increase their income. Aditya, can you tell any other point? Aditya S. Krishna. How can we increase employment? Aditya is getting stuck or what in between? Rifa, can you tell? How can we increase employment?
By giving good education facilities.
By giving good education facilities. See, first I told you that if the production is to be improved, a production of agricultural sector is to be improved, what we have to provide? That I told you. What is that? Construction
Tools.
of
Irrigation facilities.
I mean provide irrigation facilities. That means construction of dams, that through that we can provide the irrigation. So dams, if we are constructing the dams, employment can be given. If we are constructing the canals, employment can be given. Then I told you in the semi-rural areas, how can we, what can we do? We can promote and locate some industries I told. Few examples I told. What are those? What kind of industries can be started in semi-rural areas? Prajot, do you know? What kind of industries can be started? We can start in the semi-rural areas. Yes, Prajot. Few examples I told. Do you know, Prajot? No. Okay, FIA, yeah, answer is given. Setting up of dal mill, one example. Meghna, can you tell any other example? Meghna, can you tell any other example?
Opening
Opening cold storage, that is correct. Okay. Then FIA, any other point? FIA, any other point?
In villages, we can honey collection centers
Yeah,
can be
honey collection
set up.
centers can be done. So this is regarding semi-rural areas. Then I told you regarding education, then I told you regarding health centers can be set up, then I told you regarding tourism or IT, like that points I told. Then government introduced a program through which they are generating employment in the rural areas. What is the name of that program? What is the name of that program? Fast. M
Mahatma Gandhi
Yes,
National Rural Employment.
MGNREGA, that is National Rural Guarantee Act. Okay. According to that, various features are there for this NREGA. What are those features? Anyone? Start with first point. Yeah.
100 days.
100 days of employment. Then Anne Marie, any other point? 100 days of employment, he told. Another point.
it will give unemployment allowances to
Yeah,
people.
it gives unemployment allowance if the people are not getting any employment. Now, any one more point? Yes. Anyone? Fast.
1/3 is reserved for women.
Yeah, 1/3 of the jobs are reserved for women. So these things we discussed. Now next topic is what? This is how to protect the workers in unorganized sector. I told you about organized sector also, unorganized sector also. Okay. Now there are some points related to organized sector. Some features are there for organized sector. Okay. Ashik, can you tell the features of organized sector? Features of organized sector.
Salary is given at the proper time.
Salary is given on a proper time. Then
Unorganized, it is not given at the proper way.
yes,
Time.
unorganized sector salary is given, but what is the speciality of the salary? It will be very
Low.
low. Okay, Johan, can you tell another point?
The timing will be organized.
Timing will be organized in the sense there is fixed time of work in the organized
Fixed
sector.
timing.
Yeah, the other sector, long hours of work but low salary. Any other point? Pia? Any other point? Adidev, can you tell?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any point related to the organized sector?
They get
They
insurance.
get insurance, in the sense they get facilities in the organized sector. What about unorganized sector?
They won't get.
They won't get all the facilities here. Now what about the job? Related to the
There
job?
is job security in organized sector.
Yeah, there is job security in organized sector and there is no security at all in the unorganized sector. So these are the points we discussed. Safe environment, working environment, everything is there in the organized sector, but that is not there in the unorganized sector. Now listen. Now next topic is that how can we protect the workers of unorganized sector? Okay, so before that just let me show this, just 1 minute. Why people work in the unorganized sector, or what is the reason for that? Is there, can you hear?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, there is some problem related to the sound, I feel, in this. So organized sector, what they are telling, that less number of people are employed, unorganized sector more are working. Okay, so majority of the population, they are in the unorganized sector. That is what they are showing here. A lot of nowadays you can see Nowadays you can see that people are becoming more and more unorganized, or the enterprises are becoming unorganized. Why these enterprises are preferring to work as an unorganized sector? What is the reason? Can you tell? Anyone?
Salary distribution.
Salary
Distribution.
distribution. Okay, now listen to the question carefully. Some enterprises that they are in the organized sector, they prefer to work in unorganized sector, or they wanted to be in the unorganized sector. What is the reason?
They will get more people at a low wage.
They will get more people to work at a low wage. So what? So what is the benefit?
Profit for the company.
Yeah, profit for the
People.
honor, profit for the honor here. Okay, so here you can see that nowadays many of them, they prefer to be in the unorganized sector. One reason, what you told, that cost of production will be very less, so that profit will be very high for the honor. Another one reason, you know that unorganized sector, all the industries are registered in the government. Yes, so they have to pay what they have to do?
Tax.
They have to pay taxes. Okay, so if they are not registered at all, they feel that it is better to be in the unorganized sector and no need to pay any taxes and all. Okay, so to evade tax means what? What do you mean by evade tax?
Eliminate.
Not to pay the tax. Tax evasion means not to pay the taxes here. So they prefer to be in the unorganized sector. So two reasons: one, cost of production will be very low, so that they can increase their production profit. Another reason what they have given, that is related to the tax evasion.
Why people like to work in
Now
organized
this can you hear?
The reason is workers enjoy
Yes, ma'am.
security of employment
Okay, the other one
and are
some problem
expected
is
to
there.
work only a fixed number of hours. Workers get several benefits from their employers, and they get paid leave, payment during holidays, provident fund, gratuity, pension on retirement. Workers get medical sector. The reason is employment opportunities in organized sector have been
Now,
expanded.
this is a reason why majority of the population, they are in the unorganized sector. One reason they have given, employment opportunities are very less in the organized sector, and it is very slowly it is expanding. So majority of the people, what they have to do, they are not getting work in the organized sector, so they are joining in the unorganized sector.
Expanding slowly. So there are very few job opportunities. Many organized sector enterprises are found in the unorganized sector. And the reason behind that is to evade the tax.
Yeah, to evade the tax in the sense
Refuse
not to
laws
pay the
that
tax.
protect laborers.
And even you know that there is a law that minimum wages should be given, facilities should be given. All these are government laws. So these need not be followed if they are in unorganized sector, or if the industry is in unorganized sector.
Since 1990s, large number of workers are losing jobs in the organized sectors. Now, let us come to the final part of the chapter and understand the difference.
Okay, that is done. Now see this. This sound is not coming. I don't know, some problem is there related with this. So you can see what is given on the screen, write-ups, whatever they are giving. Here there are some group of people who we call them as vulnerable. Okay. Now I want to ask you few questions related to it. Just listen to me. In the rural areas, listen, in the rural areas, which all groups can be, which group can, or which people can come under the unorganized sector? Think of rural areas, who will come in that? Or which category of people will belong to the unorganized sector? Can you think? Who all will come in the unorganized sector? Arjun, can you tell?
I didn't hear. But
In rural sector or in the villages, okay, which group of people comes in the category of unorganized sector?
Landless laborers.
landless laborers, then small farmers.
Farmers
Small farmers, okay. Small farmers in the sense, what do you mean by small farmers?
who doesn't have their own land for
They may
cultivation.
have land, but very small amount of land. Okay, small farmers or marginal farmers. Then other than farming, what job they have in the rural area? Like small jobs, small production will be there. Example, can you tell? Aditya, can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, in rural areas, some small production areas are there. What kind of production you can see in the rural areas? Farming is there. Other than that, what kind of production?
Poultry.
Poultry, yeah. Then, or pottery you said.
Poultry.
Okay, poultry. Then, any other? Any other?
Horticulture.
Horticulture. Okay, think of a very simple like basket weaving. These kind of people are there. Okay, now what about are they in the organized sector? They are not in the organized sector. They are in the unorganized sector. They are not registered in the government and all. Now what happens here? They are in the unorganized sector. They are not able to earn income. How can we protect them? How can we, in the sense, how can government protect them? It's not that we people are going and protecting. Government, how will they protect? Adidev, can you tell? Landless agricultural laborers are there. Small farmers are there. Marginal farmers are there. How government can protect these people? Adidev. Adidev, can you hear me? Nobody knows. Nirupama, is there any way through which the government can support these people? How the government can support?
By giving loans.
Yes, very good answer. By giving loans, the government can support these people so that they can start their own production. Any other point, Anne-Marie?
Redistributing land.
Redistributing land, that is a good idea, but actually that is already done in our country. Redistribution of land is done already. Government can give their lands, some lands to the farmers. That is a suggestion. Okay, any other point? Actually these farmers, what do they need actually? They need for the production, what all things?
Seeds.
They need seeds, then storage facilities. If the government is providing some facilities like this, the unorganized sector will be developed, or unorganized sector will be getting some help. So this is what you can see in the area of rural sector, or in the rural area, how the government can support the people. Now next one, what they have given, in the urban areas, who all will come in this category? Who are the vulnerable group? Vulnerable means what now? What do you mean by vulnerable? Anyone? What is vulnerable? Vulnerable to?
Who don't have job security.
No, vulnerable to poverty means what? That this term you might have studied.
Who is prone to get affected.
Yeah, prone to be in the poor section. Prone to be in the poor section. The same way, who are vulnerable group in the unorganized sector, in the urban area, that means which all people are belonging to the unorganized sector in the urban area. In urban area, which people will come? Now there are no farmers, no one like that. So who will come in that? Huh? Casual workers. Who belongs to this? Who are all called as casual workers? Huh? Transport people you are telling. Okay, you just think of an area where the people are working. Construction sites you might have seen. The people are working for daily wages. They have to work for long hours. They are getting low paid. So that these people also are coming under the unorganized sector. Another one, so they should be supported. How the government can support them? Everyone on your videos fast. Everyone, yes, on your videos, everyone. How the people in the construction site, how can we support them? Meghna, John, on your videos. Sainaba, Surya, Razia, Vishnu, first. So either I will put absent for you people, okay? Do you want like that? Yeah, how government can support these people, construction workers? What government can do?
Wages.
Loans can be given, okay. Any other method? See, they are working on a daily basis. They have wages there. What government can do?
Good wages.
Yeah, government can tell that good wages can be given. Okay. Then some sort of rules and regulations the government can pass to support the people. Another one, government can make some inspection. You know what is an inspection? Okay. Without telling, sometimes the government can go to the site and check whether they are following these all the safety methods or not, whether these people are given proper wages or not. That can be done by the government. Now one more vulnerable group they have given, that is SC and ST, or scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, you might have heard. They used to face lot of discrimination. Okay, society, what do you mean by, what all discrimination they might have faced in the society? Can anyone? No, I am talking about scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. What all discrimination they faced in the society before?
Unavailability of education.
No, yeah, they are not getting education. They were
Rich
not
and
given
poor.
education. Too much
Hospital
rich and
facilities.
poor. That means the scheduled caste, they were poor. They were not getting any education. They were denied education actually. Then,
Hospitals.
yeah,
treatment.
facilities were not available for them. Or you can say they were considered as untouchables. They were not allowed to mingle with others. This was a great problem in our society. Now, they are also, you can see their situation is also in a very dangerous situation, you can say, or miserable situation, because they were not allowed to in the society. So how can their government support? How can the government support them?
Stop discrimination.
Stop discrimination, that is a rule passed in our country. Any other method? Any other method?
Good
By
health care
providing
and
more
education.
facilities.
You might have heard that reservation is there for them. Yes, have you
Yes,
heard?
ma'am.
Yeah, reservation is
Universities.
there. So that is mainly to support those people. So here again you can see on the screen vulnerable groups in rural India. They are the landless laborers, small farmers and the marginal farmers, or traditional artisans, in the sense those who are doing all the traditional work like basket weaving and all those things. What all support measures can be taken? You can write it down, these points. It is there in your textbook also. Delivery of seeds and agricultural inputs. Cheap credit. What does this cheap credit mean? Loans can be provided. Storage and marketing facilities, that also can be provided to them. Now vulnerable groups in urban India, casual laborers, in the sense mainly we are talking about the construction sites people, street vendors, those who are selling on the vehicles, rag pickers, in the sense those who pick the unwanted things from the road, rag pickers like plastic bottles and all those people, that is also a job for them. So all those will come in the category of unorganized sector. Now government can be given assistance to small scale industries, that is one method. Protection of casual workers can be given. Some sort of protection can be given to them, that is what they say. Some rules and regulations can be passed for them. These are all traditional work of the people. So this is related to the economic activities. Now they are going to the next topic that I will be taking later. Okay, now